Welcome to the Pest Life on the Pest Geek Podcast. This is a raw, unedited show that gives you a glimpse about the men and women in our industry. From owners and techs to business and family, we got you covered. This is the Pest Life, and I am your host, Nick Madero. Welcome. I want to say welcome to the first ever episode of the Pest Life segment on the Pest Geek Podcast. This is a show, something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I collaborated with Frank Hernandez, and this is the first episode, and I'm very excited about the people that we're going to be having on about this show. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm not a tech-savvy person, but Frank is, and he's offered to help me out and give me this show on his podcast, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this show can do for the small companies, the techs, owners, basically anybody in the industry. It gives them a way to broadcast to the world a little bit about themselves, their family life, their personal life, and kind of let them showcase who they are, what they're about, and I think it's going to be great. This is the first ever episode, so bear with me. As I said, I'm not a very tech-savvy kind of person, but you learn. So I'm going to give you guys a little more information about how this show's going to operate and what we're going to do. One of the things we're going to be doing is interviewing people. So I get to interview different people all around, get to know a little bit how they do things, how they even got involved in the industry, family life, personal life, whatever they want to talk about. It's going to be their way to get themselves out there. You know, it's something that I think is going to be great. There's really not a lot of podcasts like this. I don't think there's anything like this. It's a show that I've wanted to do for quite some time, and I finally got the platform. So thank you, Frank, for allowing me to do this. I really appreciate it, and thank you for my wife and kids for supporting me in this. They got me some of the equipment that I needed, and yeah, it's pretty nice when you get people in your corner that are motivating you and helping you out and supportive of your dreams and different things that I want to do. So thank you guys so much. It's an honor. I'm looking forward to this show. I'm looking forward to interviewing people. I've got a lot of great people lined up to do some interviews. So I've reached out to a lot of people so far. I've got nothing but yeses from everybody. I got a long list, which is great. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be like maybe a once a week segment. And Frank is going to put it on his podcast, and he's going to do all the back stuff, which is great because, like I said, I'm not a tech-savvy person, and he is. So he's helping me get this show going, and I'm looking forward to working with him. This collaboration has been nice. He's been so helpful. Thank you, Frank, so much. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit information about myself. I've been in the industry since 2008. I worked for a national company. I love the job from the get-go, being somewhere new every day, problem solving, getting to talk to customers. I mean, if you guys have ever talked to me on the phone, you know that I'm a talker. I love to talk, and I'll talk about whatever, sports, whatever you want to talk about, pests, chemicals, all that stuff. But I don't want to do that kind of show. That's Frank does that. I think he does a great job. One of the best podcasts out there. So I'm going to be talking more about the interviews that we're doing, So I got started in the industry in 2008, as I said, and worked for a national company. Loved the job. It was going great. No complaints. I was learning. I was one of those people that, they asked me if I wanted to get licensed. I said, yes, I want to get licensed. So I went out there, studied, got my license. Loved my route, loved my customers. towards the end there, politics played a role in it, and I don't need to get into details, but I decided to go ahead and leave after talking with my wife and praying about it. We decided to start our own company. So November of 2014, I went ahead and quit. And in January 2nd of 2015, we went and pulled our license and started Madero Pest Control. My only regret, I think, honestly, is that I didn't start sooner, but I started. So I took that jump. So that's always great. My wife and I have built this company from nothing to a pretty good sized company. It's still me and one part-time tech. My wife runs all the office stuff, which without her by my side and without her taking on that role, I don't think I'd be where I'm at today. So, I got to give credit where credit is due. She is awesome. Great wife, great business partner. I don't consider myself an owner. I consider myself a co-owner with her, and we've worked great together. And I think we do a great job, and our customers love us. And it's something that we're very proud of to have built, this company and continue to grow. That's what we want, is to grow this company and pass it on to our children, hopefully, if they want to take on that. But I'm not going to push them. That's, different thing. But yeah, so that's how we started our company. We basically started with our family van. I had some containers, waterproof containers. We'd put my B&G. I had one B&G. I had some chemicals, and we'd go out there and we hustled. And, within a year, my goal was to buy a truck. That following year was my number one goal. And I wound up buying 2 trucks, and from then on, we've grown every year, which is nice. It's been exciting. It's been hard at times. It's been difficult at times. It's been a little challenging at times, but I can honestly say that we've been blessed. We've just grown it in so much. The last few years, we're now going on our 4th year. We've completed 3 years, and every year we've grown, which is awesome, but we just want to keep pushing that. And one thing we do is we write our goals down, what we want to accomplish for the year, and we push for those. You can't really run anything without setting a destination. You can't just get in your car and decide to drive, because you'll drive forever and you won't go nowhere because you don't know where you're going. So you got to set up a plan, set up a goal, and that's something that me and her do quite often. And it works for us. It keeps us focused on what we need to do to get where we want to go. So yeah, that's basically how we started our company. We've been married almost 15 years, got 4 children, Alexis, Alyssa, Nikki, and Nicholas. And it amazes me how they're all so different. I got my oldest daughter, Alexis, who loves to sing. When she's not singing, she's humming. And that's the honest to God truth. That's her. That's her thing. My daughter, Alyssa, is a very good athlete. She enjoys playing basketball, and she's just recently picked up photography. So she's starting to take pictures. I gave her my camera, letting her go to town, letting her do her thing. My youngest daughter, Nikki, is a very, very tech-savvy person. A lot of our videos that we've used for our business are ones that she edited and she put together, our termite videos, different things we've done. She's very knowledgeable in YouTubing and editing, and she's got a green screen, which she got it for Christmas, which is nice because now I get to do some fun videos, hopefully in the future, because she's learning all this stuff, and she's a really smart kid, very, very knowledgeable in that kind of stuff where I have no clue. My son, great kid, very athletic, loves to play games. He's on the PS4. He plays a bunch of games, and the kid's talented. When it comes to those games, he gets frustrated in the beginning because he can't figure it out. But my thing I most admire about my son is that he don't give up. He doesn't know. Okay, so he got Call of Duty, World War, or whatever. I don't even know what it was, for Christmas. And he put it in, he started playing, he was getting frustrated. You got these people that have had it for a while, and they know the game, and they know all the codes and whatever else. And he didn't, so he was sitting there frustrated, But the thing I admire about him is he just doesn't give up. And he just keeps playing and playing and playing. And finally he figures it out, and he comes up to me a couple weeks ago and he's, Mom, Dad, all excited, I beat the game. I beat the game. So, that's one thing that I admire about him is he's relentless, He just doesn't give up. He doesn't quit. He just keeps pushing. And, we're blessed to have 4 beautiful kids. We got 3 daughters, 1 son, and they're intricate part of our company as well because, my son, our first year in business, we had gotten some pins that had our company logo and phone number on it. He took them to school and was passing them out, giving them away like hotcakes. And we actually wound up getting a couple sales from it. Parents would call, my kid brought this pin home and we need to sign up services. My youngest daughter, Nikki, she's on a lot of the Facebook groups for local Facebook groups. She enjoys when people post, what kind of bug is this or anything like that. She's right away throwing our name out, which shows me that she really wants us to grow. My daughter, Alyssa, does the same thing. She's gotten us a customer. And my oldest daughter's done the same thing. She's gotten us a few customers. And when we first started out, my wife and kids and I would go out passing out flyers, door knocking, handing flyers out. So we've worked together, to see this from nothing to something. In the 3 years we've been in business has been awesome. But what's been awesome is being able to share that and do that together as a family. This is truly a family-owned and operated company. That's just our thing. That's what we do. And it's awesome. So that's basically a bit about us and about our beginnings and a little bit about our experience, and that's basically what this show is about, just to let people know about you, give you a platform to, get downloaded this episode. When you do your interview, download the episode and put it on your Facebook or your website, and so people get to know who you are and what you're about and different things like that. So that's what the focus of this show is going to be about. And I'm looking forward to it. And one thing I want to say is if you guys hear this show and you think that you might want to do something, send me an email. Send me a message, give me a call so I can go ahead and we can do something and schedule it. It might not happen, right away, but, we can get you in and we can get you interviewed and you'll be able to broadcast yourself. So if you want to send me an email, my email for this is thepestlife1@gmail.com. thepestlife1@gmail.com. So this is the end of this show, the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tune in next time, guys. Thanks. Thank you for listening to The Pest Life on the Pest Geek Podcast. Special thank you, as always, to Mr. Frank Hernandez for allowing me to do this show and have fun with it. To my wife, Angela, for always supporting and believing in me. Also to my 4 kids, Alexis, Alyssa, Nikki, and Nicholas, for all your love and support. Until next time, this is Nick Madero signing out.